How are you? You want to see here? I got excited. Oh, yes. Here, you put your stuff down. How are you?
I'm good.
And what did you want to look?
Um, it's the one we worked on last month.
So is it, remind me, like, so if you had one goal for this project, like, get yourself settled and ready. I will, you let me know when you have everything you need, and then we'll start. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so, somebody who has something, yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll definitely. Um, yeah. Oh, exactly. Hi, nice to meet you. Ready? Yeah. All right. So, math or yes, I don't see. All right. So, what have you been able to do on your own?
I really just only have some maybe of the intro and then get done with the intro. And then maybe have some of the summary.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the summary. And that's it for now.
So, if there was one thing we could do today, is it just write out more? Or what would you like? If I could help you do one thing.
I think it is right more and also to double check to make sure that it's the author is the so-called like the researcher in the paper, because the way it have it was kind of confusing. In a
Yeah.
way.
I get that. All right. So here's what we can do. You have it on your end? You have the PDFs and everything?
Yeah.
So what I'd like you to do. Here, we're gonna multitask. You can read the PDF on my computer and then type on your own. And what we'll do is all you have to do is read aloud to me, whatever you need. Like, so if you want to work on implications, we can go there and then we can just read it aloud and talk through what it actually is saying, so on and so forth. So pick a section that you really want help with.
Mm. It seems like some parts of the article seem kind of like repeating itself, just
Okay.
in some ways, with like the results and stuff.
Yeah. So is the I wasn't paying. I wanted to let you have your space. So is this all the same?
This is the one you.
Okay. Yep. I got you. So what? So it looks like.
Yes.
What were you gonna say?
You can say.
Well, simply that, like, you could honestly probably make this, and there you have a sentence, and then you just need a cited, and that takes care of that section. What I want to know is which sections don't have a lot of things written.
I think it's called.
The only reason I'm going on my phone is so that I can find this article and tell you who the actual author is. Okay. So my sorry, I am the references.
I think with the data collection and like some of the research goes to like
Tell me more.
we have some
But you think there's more that you define?
maybe for the research design.
All right, then let us.
Unless the paragraph's very short too.
Could be. So this is that section. You can read it to me or read it in your head. I'm going to look at the databases. What do you think? Is there anything that you could add?
Seems that we.
Okay. What about, so let's see. So then in that case, uh, that that's a paragraph. All right. And then this. I feel like you probably would want, you may want to um put put research design and statistical tests together into one. Your job. And then let's see. Oh, great. In that case, you can just so and then this. Oh.
Yeah, and then we really just maybe have to just combine what we have, and then
So-
there might be a paragraph.
In that case, why don't you do what I've been doing? So like just remove the little dashes
Mhm.
and make them sentences and see if it makes, and then once you're done with one section, we'll read through it and see if it makes sense or if you need to add more information. So while I look at who the author is. And this is also so okay, so first we are going to talk about the resume. We're not going to go into too much detail on it, but because this presentation is usually but if you do, you haven't updated it yet, like so just like a quick information about the resume. So basically what a resume is, it's a formal document that gives you an overview of your experience, skills, your achievements, your qualifications, and basically how you want. Oh yeah.
So basically what you're doing is that you are talking about all of the skills and experience that you have. So like I am the right fit. And a well-written resume really so prior to working here, I was and I would say that probably 80% of the resume is here. And this is for all levels of job, for the goals. So if you have a resume that is, that doesn't have, you're already. And then we'll briefly go over a couple of them. This is also a really important part. I think these were notes.
Those were notes, and what I would say is you can keep them, but how would you make it like sentences? So, because if I walked up to my teacher and I said 111 kids, boys outnumbered girls, they'd be like, "What drugs are you on? What are you talking?" So how can we possibly state it to make it a sentence?
Okay.
Mhm. And if anything, I could say there were 111 kids and boys outnumbered girls. All right. Just over a third of the children had English. These seem fine.
That's the
Yeah, I think it was just the first sentence that didn't seem.
um
You can make it hyphenated just so that they know it's. So. I don't think we need. We could later, but I don't think we need to. So can you do what we were doing earlier and just like add just over 1/5 to the paragraphs?
yeah. I think that might have been. This might have been.
Yes, you can use quotations. You just have to make sure you cite again.
I think that might have been
Yeah, I
from
think so too.
article.
Now this doesn't have. Let's see what we have for that. We're looking for. Oh, this is just.
What's the title?
Yeah, that was just. That's just the title to that says we had data collected and here's more. It's not something that you're going to necessarily be like, they had data collected and here's more. So, we can, man,
Yeah.
you could probably, to write more. You can talk about this table. You're gonna be like, why am I talking to myself like that? So let us do this. So can you?
Yes.
Can you go? I want you to confirm in a second. I want you to so this is just another way of organizing. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second. I'll lift that up there. While I get this paper started, I would like you to go through and make sure that all of the there are no more bullet points there, or at least all the sentences are clearly sentences.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so. So, first let's talk about what's in there. We're gonna look at it, so it's but I think this is like an important thing. Just so like, yeah, all you have to do is say, "I'm done," whenever you finish.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm looking at the rubric and I want to see, uh, what I think we can do is literally this. You can copy and paste to sections that you think this would be a part of. So for instance, the article, you need the author, title, date of publication, journal, which appears like, so all you have to do is the article I picked was blah da 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 da. It was written by blah da 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 from this art journal or whatever. But then like the contents of the article are clearly and precisely introduced. The purpose, the type of research, participants, and data. What I would do is I would just start copying, pasting, and seeing what you can like. Basically, you've got a lot of stuff, and this is just another way to reorganize it so that you make sure you're hitting all of her rubric requirements. So, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I do have almost everything, just to make sure it's right.
Exactly. What this is, it'll hopefully show you what exactly you have, like how much writing do you have, and do you check all the boxes that she's looking for? Do you have an introduction? Is there a summary? Have you critiqued the main points?
I don't think I did that one.
Well, let's see what we've done. So if you want to start copying and pasting into that guy,
Yes.
and then we can kind of see what's left. What I'm gonna do, anything here that has bullet point is something she requires. So sure. Yeah. That was like that's on me. And so one for that aware of what that is, and then excited that. And again, like we want to mention it, not cover like well, right? So again, like when I was in the teacher, I didn't work with school, but I looked at nonprofit work. And the first question I would ask everyone, like the first virtual index, no matter what it was, why you want to do it and what you understand first. And I asked that question to Dave, whether or not he was. And if somebody did, like if you could like that, you know, I was like, oh great, like Dave, he didn't, like it was like it doesn't matter what it is, like he didn't even Google it. Also, if you want to check out what's rare in the game. So, you know, we talked about this on the left one. Make sure that you have that outfit like laid out for your interview. Because again, like, you know, if you're like, yeah, I'm wondering something, you might think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear my black pants and not like white button shirt. But then you're like, oh wait, it's a hamper and so make sure that you have that outfit like there and ready. And we'll go over this in much more detail, but one of the this question. And so, you know, you can kind of dive into that question. So the questions that begin are like concept and this. We'll go over those in more detail, but that's something you definitely want to do. Also, I would recommend breaking this book for fires. Taking a notebook, writing out all of your things. So, you know, things that you did during things that you did that are all
and that like you want to let someone know like, hey, also if you had other jobs or been like with things like that, again, like if there's something where you're like, I really want them to know this, write something about and it's perfectly acceptable that no fits into your interview and say like, you know, I know it's like I just want to make sure I don't things so I might be for um I had an interview here in like a month ago for a little less than role. And that's what I did. I got an open and I'm no, there are certain things from like I really want to apply to this, but I know I'm gonna be doing this forget. Yeah. Example, I'll tell you about mine. I knew that there would be a lot of and so I thought about like all of the things that I published on, you know, the early movies, things like something like that shows those technologies. And then someone might be like, oh, what's that? So for example, I had like led the Salesforce migration project, and it was not exciting, but basically from the beginning of like identifying the problem, researching companies, like finding that company, getting in touch with them, working with them to like, solve all of the problems, and then train staff for this. So you know, it's the whole process. But again, I'm not never thought about it. So like the process, and then I'm just doing something else that is not. Yeah. Definitely.
I think for sure I have
Yeah.
to in
Yeah. Okay. Or even teaching, I remember teaching that as well. And that's a big thing. That was so and then so
Yeah.
what I think about this process. So we
Perfect. Beautiful. So all you'd want to do is and we'll just spend like 10 minutes just copying and pasting what we can so that you understand what I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll set a timer right now. And then we're gonna, I think you mentioned not having a critique at the main points. So
I might have some. I look back at it. I think I have a little bit.
okay. Then let me finish. Yes. Why don't you look for what you think you have and then just put it in the critique section and then go back and say 111 participants were here. La da 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 da.
Okay.
that's true.
So when you find something, I'm erasing it. So, well, actually, what I'm gonna do
And then the other ones, I'm not sure where I should put those.
let's see. So you've got purpose. Oh, so you have taken care of participants. What I would do is the stuff where it's like, you see where it says data collected, analyzed, that. So what I would do is find the original, the go back to your original, yep, and then find the data part,
The data.
like where it specifically says that. Yes, all you have to do is literally just copy and paste that and put it over here underneath this.
The points. I think it did mention, but it was not in the
Say that once more. That wasn't mentioned?
the
Oh, yeah,
the big
so all
that
you-
is the
that's where it happened. So how would you say that's where it happened? It is.
took place there. And then the findings will be that the results.
Yes. Hasta luego.
So. Right. And one of the. Or you don't want to. One has like. One like our intern. And this is that are showing. Also, as part of. So make sure that. As a lesson that you have. Done. So nothing that can be just like it's kind of cool. Definitely, that's something to say for. Okay, and then, so, next we'll talk about this during the year, what that might look like.
Were these the little include the table of three? Those like little subheadings, or
Um,
does
let's
this
see.
look like there were those little extra subheadings?
Yeah, I think in the original these were
I know there were so close. They say in their little paragraph, like
I think- yeah, there is yeah.
to tell you, say
This like so see how that's italicized? Yeah. You can I mean you could probably
the one after the little notes, the notes.
I think so. If you want to just copy and paste it as is, you don't have to. You get to decide if you'll keep headings, but for right now to keep it organized, I get wanting to.
Yeah.
public stuff. So let's start. What- so basically, want to how the whole is, right? If you want something, they give them. We don't want to like, go in our whole life, thing, but we want to give them all the relevant. We want to talk about what our responsibilities were in that system, what our responsibilities, and then we ask them like, what steps structure up. And then what would be. So for example, I mentioned very like work experience. And so basically, how I would use
Then I suppose these things.
Spacing.
this customized version.
The conclusion of the little article.
Mm-hmm.
Like most. So I realized
Those are critiques. So let's see.
Or is that the
This seems helpful, however, some of the data to be confusing. Yes.
so what I did.
Yeah, I think we've got
just the connection to the right? Do it.
what was your question?
Does it seem like I have everything right now?
Almost. The only thing I don't see is a personal reflection. Like, do you think this is something you could use in your own setup, or is this something that if you're teaching, you will think about this and try to incorporate it? And does it relate? So think about that. If that's not sparking anything, then my question would be,
So
does it relate? How does this relate to class content?
college, but basically you are setting the scene of like, here's the story. So the question might be, I so they were able to let me know like some, I remember questions I was asked and it actually like the question happened the same way with them to change. According to and then also I just wanted to make sure that we're aware of like basic questions might be asked that you probably wouldn't have. So the first one being tell me about yourself. This is something they're probably gonna say. Very so another question about what we encourage them to do. So you stand for name. E, W is for and S is. So we want to give them a really introduction of ourselves. Again without giving our whole list. So for example, I can and then my portrait. So I used to, I originally for silence and I did that. And I eventually, like the register
I think that's all I have at the moment. That one little sentence.
So what did the textbook say about language delays? Do you remember?
I think I would need to look at the little presentation
Okay.
slides too.
All right. Then we come back to the question of what do you
but
uh
and then my skills are
do you think this would actually work? This method?
That's being in the little study.
Hmm?
Mm.
Um, So. the- What are your two? But you might be absolutely fine. Right. No, there were a couple, and I was. one question. So. Um. Ability.
What's your question again?
Do you think what they've done, do you think it could actually work?
You know, what we should be talking about.
Like, do you think you would be able to use this?
Like what they have?
And so we don't want to say that. Maybe just somebody else here. No, we want to say that. And I would frame it as one of my areas for that. But what I suggested is. Well, and it's something that I. So we want to make sure that when we're that we are. Yeah. Another, and I feel like a lot of us can be that. Will happen. So what is teacher philosophy? I remember when like this is something we talked about like and this is what I call it. No, how they will that. And then also again, researching their mission before mission. So they ask like how do you you know, how do you collaborate with colleagues? What does the game have to do? So this one holds the things like you.
I think
Um, actually, but all of these on this. Paper.
Okay. Let us, because so these are two different things. Like one is, here's what the textbook says. I would say something like, I would make sure that you say, let's switch the order. Let me do it.
You know,
Because technically it says personal reflection first.
Mhm.
And
we want to say,
yeah, this might need, you might want to see if you can write anything else. I'd have to think of questions for you. But otherwise,
and then here's
let's just confirm. Can you show me where you put the article's main points?
There are main points.
how do you engage with the person? And sure.
I think it is all.
So again,
So that's participants and things like that.
I have some of it in here.
also
This part.
So like, where's the part where they say this worked or didn't work?
like for
I think
yeah, with that.
the results, no part, but some measure for incomplete.
No worries. What I mean is like,
Again, make
Um,
sure it's
so this is like the data. So they found that gender didn't have an impact or whatever. And then this is like,
You know, really worked out well.
why do you think they did this? Do you think they did this to hurt kids? Like,
But you don't want to would get.
No, I think I didn't copy this one. Part one.
One actually
Okay, that's part one of it.
active. So
Yeah,
basically,
right, this-
or I'm sorry, that's not sorry, in class, like when you don't wanna like when you have that.
There's no part here.
And then.
yeah. Yes.
Or,
That
part.
goes over
so
here. Let us
and it's like awkward, but whatever. Just do it. No, feel like,
I'm gonna bring it down to
you know.
Here.
Even though you're talking to them.
ah, there.
Also manage your time. Make
Yeah,
sure that you're
that's great.
attention. So,
Uh,
like, you know, on your phone, that's why it's so just like you. And then questions, so asking.
right. And then
Like this.
do you know where they have an implications for teaching? Like, is there a part where they say, in the future, people should do this, or these are research questions we come up with?
I don't think that.
They might ask you about assessment and
They'll be toward the end. Most of the time, the questions.
what is okay. And then also like your reflection. So think about like how questions change for him. So for example, I don't know if anyone thinks that's really good, but I remember when my different from the first. So I would like running things into I should like, oh, yeah,
This didn't happen over yet, but they do have the so-called their previous research and theory
Mhm.
in that paragraph. And then there's
ball
Hold on, go back down.
based on
down, or
and then again, probably ask, or they will ask you some questions. There's a list of some questions that,
let's see what happens.
and so again, we don't want to say like, no, I don't, or we don't want to. That's one thing.
is it that part future study?
You want.
Yeah, that's
So.
that's something.
What's the other stuff?
It's not. Oh,
How do you think that?
oh wow. Can I spell? I think I can. Future studies.
But then you also.
Yeah, I think that's something that we can, if you state it in your own words, how would you say that?
For, investment. So,
I'll even do this. I'll find it online so you can read it. Or you go over here
so,
and then
but also it shows,
Oh.
like, you know, our,
this part.
also, probably, again, like, that, you know, but it also shows that, and so also think about things that like, and I would ask questions like regarding, so for example, I remember it's really like, like, I need sort of like, discipline that like, more important. And so that was one of the questions, like, was like, how do you, definitely have that. That's like a really, you don't want to be the more resources. So what if you're gonna be perfect? And
Something,
don't for have it here with your first round.
yeah.
So just something
It's fine.
in mind.
Let's see if there's,
Has to be
and,
So I'm sure that's all for like you are about to sign into this meeting and I'm and like, oh,
because I'm looking at limitations.
like you don't want that to happen like the minute before you. So make sure like you're updated, it's working, your camera and your microphone. She's gonna come in background, so don't. Whether that's like one of those fake backgrounds, don't put like some super colorful, like, you know, whatever, like, Disney thing. Just have something neutral, or if you have like your actual, like background kind of, like don't have, you know, like a giant file.
Oh yeah, that's part of the limitations. So like, there's a part that says
So make sure.
limitations, and this is one thing. How would you state that?
Oh. That's actually really good. I've heard that, but it has to work so.
And that's part of the research, right?
Some of the books that you buy, so like. Yeah, totally. Like she said, you know. Also position camera, so make sure. But anyway, like, don't have it like this or like that. I definitely interview people that are like that. I'm just like, so make sure that like, you know, you are in the center and the it's a stable surface. So again, like don't balance it on like a box. Because like it could, you know, like put it on a table, put it on something that like isn't going to see. If you would make your family members, you know, let them know from having like not to be in this period or can you know, and it will accommodate, but you know, we don't want people like knocking on your door like what if you open your door yelling at you or something. So just let the people in the house know, like, hey, I'm independent person, like, not.
I have a question actually. So what happens, you tell everybody, but you have dogs or a cat?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So there was a question about like what happens when we have dogs. So I think the that really good conversation starter. Because like that would happen a lot. Like when I eat it, like they're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, oh my gosh, that's so tiny.
Yeah. And then
So that might
let's
be
see.
like a really conversation. Or like I would say that if you have a dog, no parks. Like, just ask them to your house, like, hey, watch the dog. Or
There's also
yeah,
this.
totally. But no, if that's like
That's another limitation.
then like I would just address it in advance and say like, no, I have to have my dog to go to when people are eating. And I think that like I would always be like, what? You know, so like I think that like that shouldn't be a problem. So that is a great. But if you can't get your dog tomorrow. Just business capital. So even though we're gonna be on Zoom, you still want to justify you would. Be early. So let's sign on at least 5 minutes before then like there are technology. And also like, you know, like
Oh,
waiting and like
I'm kind of having difficulty typing this one out.
So there are DSOs and there are child minds. And child minders, some of their forms were excluded because they didn't give enough detail on the EYOs. So how would you say
you know, like even
that?
that, like, don't have to, no, trying to share, pull up with us or something. I'm sure you not like what things. So enjoy it.
So is this like little article created by the authors or by these little people like the channel?
So the authors took all this information, they made it an article. The two people you referenced at the very beginning, those are the authors. Everyone else just helped out. But they're the two names you had earlier, they're the ones who you're citing.
Okay.
Perhaps we're finding out. So, you know, like your property or because of what really so you want to make sure that they so that like when they ask for your right, they're not scrambling to find. And then also you want to send a thank email after the interview. Thank you email after the interview. So send them in 24 hours. I know they need to reaffirm your interest in the role, like you know, after something I'm really excited about the secondary teacher role. And sometimes you might not have like every single person now within that. And I've been in that situation too, and I met and like sometimes it's fun, right? Like it might be on the full website, but sometimes it's not. So I would say look at the full website, and you know, there might be everyone's email. But if it's not, I would say just email the people who have their contact info and then tell them like, no, I don't have growth contact with them now. I don't have my contact info. There wasn't anyone to ask. Like, and I'll put you this one to ask them. Also reflect on the interview. So like, what would you do differently next? So after you have the interview, really about like how did this go and is there anything I did differently? Did this go really well?
Mm-hmm. I got it.
Mhm. All I would say is you nailed this part. The only thing is that it's just some, not all.
Again, like
Because when you say just the, you're saying all of it was excellent. But yeah, no.
or the
Another thing is that
so
they couldn't really
like
work with a lot of people.
I feel like oftentimes, especially the teaching, like we're like stuff, you know, and like you have to just start out forever. That's not true. There's there's a lot of criminal teaching, so like there's gonna be other jobs. So don't feel like you have to take something if you are like not. Also be patient, like it can be a while. So you might apply to something, and also too, I know that like when I worked at a school in India, somebody would maybe be doing it in elementary school, and they would expect me to whatever would be this, they would expect me to until like the day not. Or- So like just because of that experience,
I think.
Um,
okay.
yeah, no.
Any questions?
And then, um, there's more. We can, let's do this.
So much
There's, so one thing that they point out is that there's no such thing as a typical child, and so there can't be typical progress. So like, it's hard to really measure this stuff and say, this is what you should expect.
also,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
and also, and so yeah, and stuff. Yeah, so that's a good question. So I feel like LinkedIn is like, and I'll adjust like the name dropping thing, but like LinkedIn is definitely like I think the best resource as far as networking. So I would say like connect with everyone you can. Whether it's like obviously your property teacher, but like all the teachers that you find the teachers that you're gonna put before. And I hope that like everyone takes the opportunity to like get to know like a lot of like their property teacher. So definitely connect with those performance days, because you never know like when they're gonna know about something and help. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I know that I help. Like be aware that it's like fun. But like um and then as far as the name dropping, I would say make sure that like you have that for like permission, I guess. Like so for example, like if I don't know somebody like a or like, and it's like I talk to someone and then if they ask that person about
I think
it. So make sure some like not like a random.
You're close. You're close. Listen to your child, they're
But
really
yeah, I
concerned.
mean,
You need to fill it
that
out.
was-
Doing it. What do you, so tell me, just talk to me and say, what are you trying to say right there?
Somebody at once, like,
I
like,
think it was
whoever, like,
that.
you know. But, like,
Okay. It's not that,
like have.
it's not that they were looking for and couldn't find one. It's that kids are all different. So maybe it's like
They will.
they really
Also,
this is limited because
but if it's like
there's like
um, so you know, I feel like Northeastern
study is limited
I would hear
because
big part.
how would you say that there's no typical child?
If you want to go back to like
And then all kids are different.
or if it's
Because all kids are different. And so how does that change the data? Like, so they grabbed 30 kids off the street and they did all this stuff with them. Now, but they're saying kids are different.
Mhm.
So why would that limit the data?
I think they learn differently.
They learn differently.
They and about their like because most of this was about the test scores and stuff. So the way they take the test might be different too.
They
And made it and then during their testings they might have needed some extra help with like aid for some of them if they need it.
like I'm not different, but like I love your
and then so basically it's kind of like take it with a grain of salt. So like don't this isn't an end all be all. This is just yeah. Okay. Let us
like
the Roman
kind of bring up like your
on the gap. There we go. Well, then, and let's see. So, is it all right if I erase this one?
Yeah, you could yes.
Okay. So, that, that, um, yeah, okay. The one thing I might do, because this says this study is limited, it kind of says to your teacher, I'm about to talk about limitations, and so they might like that. So that looks fine. Do you know if there's a page count requirement?
About a 10,
Oh wow.
like,
Okay.
or like around that.
All
It
right.
can be less or more.
Love
Like
it.
about that.
Can you go through and make sure that you've copied and pasted everything that you've worked
From the other one.
and that it's in a good spot? Like,
I think I just didn't get
and then do you have anywhere that you have to go? Do you have something you have to do after this?
no.
Okay. I think I can do a few extra minutes because if my student shows up, then I can't. But for right now, let's see if we can do just a few extra. So did you say you found something you still need
No.
to copy and paste?
I think maybe the methods in the background.
All right. Let's see. Methods, background. Yeah, neither of those are in here.
And I don't.
That was the first time really. Like immediately, like, and that's something. So, and it is something that we are like, but like, there's nothing, in set in stone, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's really that, like, if, yeah, I feel like it's something. And it's like,
All right. Well, as the article says, the study that just. Oh, this is. Do you know what an in-text citation is?
Yeah, it's with the thing at the end, right?
Parentheses? Yeah, you got it.
yeah,
So we talked about.
no, like, how do you do it?
Okay, so what I would do is I would move the background
This is something we talked about.
up towards the beginning.
They help with that picture, and then, but then something like, I think it's fun, I think it's better. So we were saying like, we also don't want for like 10, so that's something we're like, like,
There.
better,
Okay.
and they take multiple, so it's like, you don't wanna. But like, yeah,
Is there more that you for the background?
I think in the background part, it just said for this evidence for effective, this is more research. It has studied, that's all.
Okay. Let's do this.
no, I think that's so important, like, that's always.
Okay, so we've got 6 pages. All right. So here's what I like. Um,
Okay.
the textbook, is it an actual textbook or is it online?
Mine is a real textbook, but the one I have is on the digital form.
Okay. That's about language delays. When's this due?
I already missed the deadline. Right?
Okay, no worries. So here's what we're gonna do.
It was due 2 Fridays ago.
There. Ah,
On the 19th.
gotcha. So got this taken care of. What you can do, because there's not a lot left.
Thank you.
Um,
You have been going for a while.
so one thing you can do,
Does it seem like I have everything?
yes, it just doesn't seem like it feels like, see, so for instance, you have the first paragraph explains, and the second paragraph brings up, and so what you might want to do for the background is you might want to just say the rest of the paragraphs talk about this, or the third paragraph talks about that. It just depends.
Mhm.
But I think you have essentially what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Uh, is this, do you know if they said APA or MLA?
It's the APA.
Great. So then, in that case, what I would say is right now,
Yeah.
you can look through. Oh,
You're welcome.
and so that power wardrobe you mentioned,
Yeah.
because I couldn't help but listen in a little bit,
No.
but is that something that like you can borrow a jacket for a day, or?
No, it's yours.
Oh, that changes the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you keep whatever you take.
Wow. Oh, that actually that makes a difference.
It totally does.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If you are in need of like any clothes, like make an appointment, and I mean, there's some really good stuff done.
I might, because I have some professional things, but I really don't.
Yeah, totally. Or I feel like they need to be refreshed after a while. You know what I mean? When you're wearing like the same like black pants for like
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Oh, I felt that. But yeah, thank you. And thank you for taking that. Oh, yeah, of course.
I was like, yeah, but I'm looking at the cheap place. I had to go through it too, and I
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. So it seems like you got pretty much, if you submitted it right now, your teacher would probably be like, it feels incomplete, but you did do stuff. This is one thing, and then uh come on, Braid, where are you? This is the other thing. Like, you can do, all you need is to just like, you can either talk about the remaining paragraphs. Like, so you can say, you can either say the third paragraph, dot, 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 the fourth paragraph, dot, 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 or the rest of this section,
Yay.
dot, 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 dot. Like, you can choose which one. But,
No,
so would you rather look at each individual paragraph and say, okay, so this is what the fourth one was talking about? Or would you rather just read it all and tell me in your own words, okay, this is basically what the rest of the back is.
So for
Oh, wait.
two,
Yeah, you only need the third paragraph
since the
because you've got one. Oh, wait.
only two.
Perfect. Great. In that case, the only thing, like, you can add this stuff in if you want. But otherwise, quite honestly, you might, it's not,
almost done?
yeah, like, here's the thing. You've got a lot of stuff, and you have it, you have what, 6 pages thereabouts, 5, 6 pages, something like that. So like, if your teacher's really big on,
It can be, I think it can be less.
okay, well then if your teacher's big on it, I would say look and summarize what other things from the article that we haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
If you think it's fine, then I would just review it and make sure, like, this is one thing that you need to, if you're gonna talk about
Yeah, the
this,
textbook.
you said you had a digital version?
Yeah.
Do you have it on your computer?
It's on the red leaf, red shelf.
Bring it up. Let's see if we can find it real quick.
Oops. I think this one will be either in chapter 6 or 7 of the text.
One way that we can do this is language. Right, let's try delay.
Maybe not there yet. Didn't hint.
Has it?
It seems as if those terrible chapters.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's only really those 2 chapters.
So let's see.
Don't have that
Hold on.
thing. Let's go by the 5.
Let's go to 5. Or 6. Is it 6 you said and 5?
Chapter 6 and 7.
6 and 7. All right, go up to 6. Development of logical knowledge. What do you think? Is it possible you'd find it in there?
There's about
Maybe.
making sounds.
Is that, because see, basically what I want to do is like pages 171 and 172 and 175 to 180. I don't know if that would really, like, it's very much, if you think you'd find the language delay mentioned, like, in the textbook, because you could read this entire thing, or you could go towards the areas you think it'll be in, and then say, okay, so it wasn't in pages 171 to 172, or 175 to 180. What else is there? So, do you think any of these look like they would have what you're looking for?
Like either in one of these, the semantic with the word of the
Semantic or utterance? That one?
yeah, and either this whole section 175 to 180 or this 180 to 80.
Can you click that? I just want to see what happens.
I think that there's copy there.
Perfect. Saves you from having to do a lot of searching. So yeah, just start to read it.
Question. Let's see if that doesn't.
Great. Okay. Oh. I don't know what summer looks like now, but it's similar. Yeah, yeah. I can use for
Wavelength.
Hmm?
Let's see.
Yeah. And really what I don't.
You know, it doesn't really mention delays, but mention about the words. Because I remember in the thing that I have mentioned about wordless.
Mhm. So there doesn't seem to be,
I always
keep going, but, and just keep reading and go through this section and see if,
Did I calculate how many words for that part?
bye, have a nice day.
Yeah.
Go to the next page. No, this is about grammar. This isn't about, keep going. Go up. Okay. I mean, I guess you could talk about, it's not really, they're not really talking about language delays yet. Keep going.
Yeah. Mhm. Chapter 6. Chapter 6. It seems that even in the PowerPoint does not say the
You as well.
delay.
Rapid language development. No, I don't really think that's, because that's, this is interesting, but it's not.
There's only 2 sections for preschool.
Mm,
And then the next 2 is kindergarten,
yeah, but you're supposed to be yeah.
preschool for this one.
Well, it could be that what you could do is, instead of saying the book talks about language delays, say it talks about language development and how, like, because on 183, it had this, like, because of the levels they're expected to be at,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not always the case in reality.
Mm-hmm.
So that's tough.
How would I because this little thing it ends with the way
What's the question?
where the I'm maybe want to put this.
Mhm.
This kind of too long.
Well, so what you do is you paraphrase it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, uh, so say it in your own words. Tell me what you think it means.
It's so far saying like
Hmm?
that the preschoolers will say more words at the end of the school year as a preschool going to a first grader.
Let's talk about how the preschoolers say more words by the end of the year. Uh, and
And
like,
they'll be using the because and.
and that they would be using, uh, and, uh, yeah, okay. And then you just need to cite that. But do you always find this, like, you worked with kids, right? And preschoolers, have you worked with those?
When I observed them.
Mhm. When you observed them, and I observed preschoolers, did you find this to be the case? Like, were they?
They talk a bit more. They're like their sentences were a bit longer than the toddlers that have worked.
Mm-hmm. A bit more. Um, so a bit more. Um, do you think children could have the ones you saw seem to talk a little more, but do you think there are children who could have delays in development?
Yeah.
That tell me in your own words what you think.
Um. Yes, there is. There will be like those people that come and help them out. Those like specialists. Those people to help with their speech. If they
Mhm.
have it, they will go see those specialists. And they now recently they've been going to their school to help with their little sessions. Have the in school session for 1 hour.
Mhm. So what about the students that don't have a specialist? What do you think?
Well, like when there is that specialist there, I most of the time see those other kids go towards that kid and that little person.
if there isn't a specialist?
About a specialist, the teacher, I think, will try to see if they can help the kid.
Okay. Let's see. Uh, uh, so do you think page 183 preschoolers, do you think that's true? Like, do you think that actually happened?
It seems to be true because most of the time in the toddler classroom and then in that other classroom, the twos, the next one to the preschool, they do talk 2 to 3 too.
Uh-huh.
They talk more.
All right. Do you think do you think the United States would ever have anything like this kind of four big feelings, four signs, big feelings, that thing? Do you think we'll ever have something like this?
I think they might want it, but they don't have it at the moment.
They want something like this, but they don't have it at. Okay. So,
Yeah,
oh, I could love. What's the lunch?
We have Potbellies.
Oh, sweet.
What do you, there's no vegetarian. We've got chicken, turkey, and
I can take a chicken.
chicken.
I'll take the roast beef.
Yes. Okay. So, other than just needing to clean this, take out. Um, I want to check.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We could talk if you want.
Yes.
So just looking at it,
Mhm.
I only see. Let me confirm before I do this. Yeah. Oh, I only see one thing that could use if you want. And that's if you want to like just say that there's a table at one point that has details, and then if you want to just write like it talked about the type of like or what here. Let me show you. There, sample t-test. So this is the table.
Mhm.
And if you just want to say like, where is it? There it is. If you want to just say like, it looked at the outcome from January to February, or the range, or that it was a data set, so on and so forth. Like just some sort of
I'm not sure if that table is.
it's this one.
Is that one?
So you can just pull up your that and then just I mean you could do
Which table is?
let's you well, so here's what we're because we can't tell we are going. There were also 2 tables. And then you get to say, one table was about whatever it was. So this can be the first table. And so you can look at mine for reference and just write up like, oh, that's this, that's that. Oops.
Oh, quick.
This is really tasty. Thank you. Sure. Okay. Oh, no, thank you.
Sure.
Mhm.
Maybe you want lemonade?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll get it.
Would it be, this is actually this
So-
table.
This is table 1, or this is technically textbook, but we can call it table. What you do
Yes.
is you just say, so the outputs, activities, short-term outcomes, this is what it focuses on. Like these are the kinds of things. So you can say, it looked at blah 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 da 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 da, you know? You can use mine to look at it so you don't have to multitask. So keep that open and then scroll.
One would be the second table.
The second table would be this.
It's only 2 months, right?
Hmm?
It's only 2 months.
Well, they're only comparing 2 months. Because this is the start, and this is when it finished.
Okay.
All right. Uh, Great. Now we can all right.
Have everything.
I think you basically have, you just need to make sure you're citing things. So, do you know what a citation?
Then one of them was though.
Let's look up this. Let's do this. There it is. So, if you're going to cite, what you need is there's two of them, so you do need their last names and the year that this was written. So, let's just go through real quick. I mean, pretty much everything can be cited.
Yes.
So all you have to do is this. Great. So you just take that, copy it, and then paste it like at the bottom of a paragraph or
This was the method, this first one, right?
got it.
I think this little participant one might be neat. Right there. Just a- And then something. I think I have. Sure. Yeah, I put the bit.
So that one time?
I put the tabs away.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, you were saying,
Yes.
What were you just saying right now?
I think I put the little the thing in the parts that need to be
Perfect.
already. Just double check.
Oh. That's what we're gonna do. Do you wanna keep your sections? Like, do you like this? Or actually I think you should just keep it. Very much. You can have background centered.
Center the background.
And methods. This you can keep. You could either take it out. Actually, I would take out availability of data. And what I would do is I would make participants look like this.
On the side.
Mm-hmm. You're good. And now, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Summary of article. Be its own thing. Background will be on the side. Methods will be on the side. And participants will be. So basically, you see that? That's like a subsection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna do that. Let's see. There you go. And so for this, do it. See how,
Yes.
for example, do for correlations.
I did. I know.
No, if we got excited about it.
Like to do that.
Got fruit and oatmeal.
Oh, sweet.
It's like eating a bowl of oatmeal.
I'm throwing them away.
I think everything is folded now.
Okay. Oh, here. Fine. This is- Hmm. Not you. I'm a little miffed that they don't have an example of this, but it's fine. Here. Oh, it's the discussion is so what we're doing right now is um uh, that 1st reflection of content. Do this. And oh, there's a citation. That do you know who wrote your textbook?
Oh, the autumn. Perfect.
Do you know their oh, um, see if you can find how to spell their name and what year.
2018.
2018? Great.
Yeah.
So okay. Do you know what okay, so you need that. You got that. My questions. Oh, you did it. The article's a research report. I think yes. Great. You don't even have to worry about that. So now all you have to do is put together a page. Remember that you see,
It's just a little number, right? I don't have to include my last name.
well, that's so Yeah, I guess you don't. That's so funny. But don't you want a title page as well? Where it's like, like this kind of thing.
Um,
Let's see if it's even mentioned. Rick.
this one seems misleading.
All right. Oh, good. So she does want subtitle. All right. So we've got 5 minutes. You can either just, if you feel comfortable, you can submit it right now, or if you want to continue working on it, like, because I could tell you, you could probably. I don't know how your teacher's going to grade it, but I think you have checked all the official boxes for what you needed. It's just, do you want to keep working on it? Do you want to just send it?
This, I think it's just, got everything, just maybe a double check this,
Yeah,
the stuff I have.
double check. Take your time. Uh,
We'll call this little, this, the virtual code in this participate, section.
mm-hmm.
I know visual code is not the really exact same for this 21 to 71 that part. I still need to cite it, right?
Yes, this is perfect. This is just fine as is. You do not have to change anything because you cited it here and you cited it there, so there's no doubt. Because you quoted, which means you need to kind of say, this is,
Yeah,
this
that
is,
part I made sure it looked kind of the same.
Mhm.
And this part was like reworded.
you did it perfectly.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Keep going. I do not mind. Oh. One second. Got an email.
3 pages. The paper, 3 pages.
Oh, wow. Can I see can I see the rubric you have?
It was here.
Can you highlight it?
It was
Perfect.
2 page,
Great.
3 page.
Let's see. Fantastic. In that case, check your page count. I think you have more than 3. I'm pretty sure you have 6.
I
Oh my. I don't know. Is 5 more than 3? Methinks yes. Oh, let's erase the original.
yes.
You see where it says auto? You see that?
Oh,
Yeah. And in fact, what I can do when you're ready, if you feel comfortable, space there, I can look over and see if there's anything that I think might need to be fixed.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, the only thing that I think you need is a reference page. Simply say, here, I'm not making this stuff up. Let me show you what I mean. That's appendix. Here's the and we'll get you started. It's very easy.
So since I included my the textbook I used for class, I put that on too.
That's all you have to do. Can you find the original article? It's
From the link.
I think you actually might not even need to do this. First, let's find it. Site. That's it. That's all you have to copy and paste. Then, hold on. Control V.
I think I pasted somewhere.
Go up. See, that's where it pasted. But I'll tell you what. Let me confirm something. Yeah, okay. So, Control, Shift, V. And now, all we have to do is fix that. That, yes. Then all you have to do is find out this information for the test, the textbook.
The textbook is on.
Perfect. That's it. I didn't see any technical things. Everything looked like it was all cited, stuff like that. The only thing is, I guess maybe making sure your name's on there somewhere. but I don't know where you do that other than a title page. But if you don't need to do a title page, then because this way, it's you prove not you, you've proved that you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it just looks like some random person did it.
Mm-hmm.
So did they say if they wanted for the last one? Did you put a title page in, or did you just put your name at the top? Like,
The last one, I put it in that corner.
perfect. Show me what you did. Perfect. Yeah. All right. And then the only thing is that you might want to change the date. It doesn't have to be April 30th, but do you remember?
It was supposed to do 2 weeks ago, on the 19th.
Uh, we'll make it April 19th. You wait. Sure. Okay. All right. So I think it's fine. If you want to submit it right now, I can, uh, I'll just sit here and hang out.
And this is the premium link, right?
Hmm?
I have to include the link also when submitting.
Oh, yeah,
Is this link here?
that's the permalink. Yeah.
And include it too when submitting it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. In that case, well, do you have any other projects for the semester?
Right now, since this thing is finished, I have one more that I was due last Friday.
Okay,
It's like summarizing my chapters,
okay.
little thing.
Um, tell you what, you've done a lot. Yes, I have. Yeah, but if you want, I know we're not officially gonna meet. Like, I don't see a Google Calendar
Yeah.
for us, but would you like, do you have a final during our normal time?
For next week,
Mhm.
the final week of school, my final, I think she's gonna upload the final on that Tuesday,
Okay,
and they'll be turned in that midnight
okay.
the next day on Wednesday.
Would you like to meet at our normal time?
Yeah, we can.
Because, and then we can do your summary. Um, summary. And then if we have time, or if you want, you can just sit and do whatever work on the thing that's due.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. In that case, go live your life, have some fun, treat yourself for finishing this. But yeah, good luck with this.
Yes. Yeah. And then wait till next week for the everything. Thank you.
Of course.
Will you be working as a tutor for the fall also, or?
I hope so. We'll find out. But will you be taking classes in the fall?
Yeah, my classes will be on Monday, Tuesday.
Mhm.
Um, yes. And then, do you know what that schedule is?
Not yet. I have to check a few more things before I can figure that out.
Hmm.
But I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you. Don't forget your phone.
tea.